Little Orange Plum.
Hello everyone and welcome to Little Orange Plum. So today we are looking at a brand new subreddit. Thought about going through something political, maybe celebrate the election and everything, but honestly, there's a lot of frozen subreddits, a lot of locked subreddits right now, and yeah, we're gonna do a brand new subreddit that's completely unrelated to the election instead. Today we are covering r/blatant misogyny. So I've not actually done this one before. It looks kind of new-ish. It's relatively small right now, so it is, as the name suggests, we're just looking at straight-up blatant misogyny today. So first off we have, these people really act like women are a whole other species. I'm not. Autism only affects men. Women's brains aren't complex enough to suffer from autism. This is kind of, we've had this before. I've had people come up to on my channel who specifically messaged me saying that it's like a men's issue and stuff like that. It's I don't even know how to talk to guys about this because it seems like such an obvious thing, but apparently there are guys out there who genuinely can't seem to wrap their head around the notion that the reason why guys are diagnosed with these sorts of things so much more than women is because they were prioritized, their health was prioritized as being more important than women's. Not because women are not smart enough to have autism. Also, I feel like that's yes, there are some incredibly gifted and talented and highly successful people with autism, but there are also some very not people with autism. Not everyone, that's such a stereotype of autism that everyone who has it is like some kind of secret Sherlock Holmes genius. Like, some of them just have autism. And yeah. But okay, women are not smart enough to have a mental handicap. That's, wow. There are some levels of misogyny where it's just like, I don't know how to talk to you in a way that will actually have any purpose with a man like this, because it feels like you're intentionally just being like obtuse at this point. Next we have, shit guys, women want to hurt people. Before I hurt anyone, I'm a man. As such, I have a soul, a conscience, a heart. I don't want to hurt anyone. Women want to hurt people. Women have the feminist Twitter, #KillAllMen. Women murder 1 million unborn babies in the US just every single year. Sad emoji, old school sad emoji face, really? Okay. In comparison, I write angry poetry about women in r/feminaziism, but yeah, keep telling me I'm the bad guy, Ruffle, your subconscious misandry is palpable, and I bet you deny it, bigot. Honey, there are a lot of men in prison right now because men are violent, and men do want to hurt people sometimes. #not all, because Lord knows that you need your fragile ego protected more than we get to talk about these sorts of things reasonably and fairly. But yeah, and I feel like at this point, if you don't know, #KillAllMen is not about literally going out and killing men. This has literally never happened or been attempted. It's not intended literally. It takes a special level of dumb and ignoring facts and reality to believe that women are the ones who are more aggressive and hurtful and stuff like that. Like, honey, no. You commit more crimes than women. You just do. Next we have, insert eye roll. Cursed cockpit. First mother-daughter crew to sky on West Airlines. This is adorable, and piloting is actually a difficult thing to get into, so this is really cool. And below we just have, there's 3 cockpits in the picture. That's gonna be one of my biggest pet peeves, is guys who sexualize women being out with family relatives. Like, no. If you do this, then you're trash and you're disgusting. I mean, putting aside the obvious, like, oh, let's sexually objectify these women because they are women being successful in a profession, so obviously you have to take them down a peg by objectifying them. Like, that's a mother and daughter. Don't sexualize them like that when they're like, no. No. Disgusting, incestuous, creepy. No, we don't. It's just weird to like sexualize girls in that way. Okay, we have a giant wall of text. Always a good sign when the menfolk are writing a goddamn novel in the messages. We're gonna make this the last one we have. I like your thinking. I used to think the same. I had a very black and white understanding for it, but this is when males and females' differences outweigh one another at a deeper psychological level. Whereas a woman's greatest gift in life is the ability to produce another human being. Fuck you. A man's is to perform and perfect at things. Sweetie, no. It's really not. With more skills and attributes generally equals wealth, comes more attraction from the other sex. Hypergamy. Warms my heart to know that in this century, we still have this classist idea that people who don't come from the same economic background shouldn't date, that we should be segregated along monetary lines. Okay, sure. Traditionally means more opportunity to spread his seed. I've mentioned this before. It is one of my greatest pet peeves when men refer to their semen as their seed. It is disgusting and nauseating, and it is anti-sexy. It is like actively de-arousing me when you say shit like that. Ugh. Additionally, this creates a stronger community as of the offspring genuinely possess the potential of its parents, which is a plus. No, that's called nepotism. They don't always possess the same attributes as their parents. You know, it's like, there's plenty of dormant genetics that gets passed down from parents to kids. It's plenty of, shuffling stuff around, genetically speaking, so you'd be surprised how many children are not that similar to their parents. Where was I? Holy crap, this text is too long. This is just a primal instinctive way of thinking which humans are just naturally tuned to, but since we're civil and have societal norms, we have to suppress some of our natural temptations that don't look good into the public eye. I don't condone any unconsented intercourse. That's rape, dear. The technical term for that is rape. But I don't think women become very unhappy and confused in the long run when sleeping around, mainly because it goes against the norm of the female primal ways. This is like all the people who say, I'm not racist, but I don't condone rape, but honey, no. Not only that, but men don't find that attractive in a woman when he wants to spend the rest of his life with. That's not true. There are actually men who are into that. Which leads her to a life alone from my experiences. Females absolutely can't stand loneliness the way that men can handle it. That's complete and total bullshit. I've covered this before. It's a lot more normal for women to say, I want to just be on my own, I don't want to date anyone, I just want to work on myself, than it is for men to say that. That for women, there is a state of, I'm just working on myselfness, whereas for men, it's just single and trying to date, or giving up on trying to date. There's no, I'm actively choosing to be single because I want to, in my experience. It's not that I'm not saying that men can't or that men shouldn't, the men probably should, but it doesn't seem to come up as much for men. Anyway, where were we? Because with men, it does not affect us as much because it is built into us through our ancestors. We have the same ancestors. We're the same fucking species, you numpty. It is not widely accepted to sleep around in today's society, in today's social constructed cultural weather, because it goes against the norms of female primal ways. That is bullshit. No, honey, no, it is not socially accepted, because how would the men folk control the women folk if we didn't let them if they didn't let them insert themselves into parts of our lives where they clearly don't belong? Because if you ain't the one sleeping with me, then why do you get to talk about it? But anyway, it is not widely accepted to sleep around in today's socially constructed culture, whether you're a man or a woman. There is an enormous double standard. That is complete and blatant lie and fiction for you to act like there is not a gigantic double standard to say, oh yeah, it's not socially accepted for men or women. It's a lot more accepted for men. It's sometimes praised for men. Anyway, where was I? And it should be that way, but when you do happen to as a man, it doesn't affect you as much as a woman because there's different societal standards. Again, back to our primal DNA, which you have clearly no education on, that still exists inside of us. You know nothing about DNA, boy. Don't even pretend. My point is, it's deeper than just what you can see on the outside and requires a technical approach rather than an apples-to-apples approach, because fundamentally both genders are not the same and possess different characteristics and abilities that make one better and able to handle certain things than the other. Other things contribute to this kind of behavior also, such as the absence of fathers, certain cultures, and extreme circumstances, but when you break them down, it all leads back to our forgotten primal ways that we've flip-flopped. Even in some cases, a woman might find a man who can land one-nighters to be attractive, as it indicates he's likely got status, worth, and potential. Nope. There are men who just happen to be physically attractive who can land a lot of one-nighters because they have a nice body, and a one-nighter is about two nice bodies coming together and doing fun things together. And then there are guys who are very good at lying about how they want more, and then leaving and never calling. And it's not attractive. I mean, it's not something... Girls don't feel the need to claim men in the way that men seem to want to claim women. So it's not like I can't plant my flag in you and say that you're mine now as easily if you've had other partners kind of a thing. But it is when a guy goes, yeah, I sleep around all the time and I don't get tested, that's not sexy. It's not attractive when men don't take care of their sexual health. What better way to make other women envy you who has someone they want is a confirmation to her she has a keeper. No. This just clearly indicates everything about this text. This guy is uneducated, unwilling to learn, and also has never considered the possibility that women have a life outside of men. It just doesn't register that there are women out there who spend whole entire days of their life doing, saying, and thinking things that in no way relate to the male gender. It happens. I know, it's almost like we are our own beings separate from men, and that when you blink, we don't vanish out of existence. Shocking, I know. But anyway, I'm a little bit frustrated. I don't know if this was a mistake to go here, but that was r/blatant misogyny. What do you guys think? Worth going back? I don't know. I'm a little bit frazzled right now because of this, but if you feel like if you guys like this content, we can spend more time in r/blatant misogyny. That's an option. But anyway, that was my video, and if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!